Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We did fine on yesterday's daily. Not good, but fine. We were 4.83 percentile, bringing our overall average to 5.46. We need to go down like another 0.17 to have a chance of being back on the top 100 after that capitulation a couple of days ago, but it wasn't that bad. It was better. Let me put it this way. It lowered my average, is what I'm trying to say. For now, we got an Isaac run. This is also a bit of a landmark daily. This one goes to Mega Satan. No seed, of course. XL floor? Not an XL floor. It's almost a landmark run because this is daily 29. 29 in a row. I'm pretty happy. That means 30 is the new threshold. It's not 31 anymore. I can't remember. It might have been 30 always, and I just thought it was 31 for some reason, but especially since the patch came that made it so you don't even have to get the wins, or sorry, the daily runs consecutively, and instead you just have to get them in general. There's no doubt. We should get dedication tomorrow, which is the last... I mean, I don't want to be too offensive to a game I really like, but the last, like, awful achievement I think that we have to get. There's still some, like, I think we might need to hold R on a couple of runs or loop, like, 40 times in the same run. But at least that's stuff that doesn't take, like, a literal month to get finished. So once this is, that's a reroll. That's pretty good, though. Once we finish with this, we can start to talk about getting to the, you know, really real, super for real this time, I promise. Platinum God for maybe the last time, which is, you know, a bit of a as we go on, we remember all the good times we had together. Anyway, I'm really happy we used our Hermit card there. We get to keep the Empress. Oh, don't buy that by accident. We also get to get 3 extra keys, which is quite nice. And is there anything we want to buy here? I don't believe so. Could have done better with that. I mean, I was running as fast as I could from there, but positioning could have been better. Alright, we don't really want the blue candle, which is good because we can't afford it anyway. I am not going to buy the battery charge because I really want to get blood bank on the next floor, and the more money we have, the merrier when it comes to that. Take this just in case. You know what? The Marriott chain of hotels should really get to work on, you know, copywriting the phrase, the more the Marriott. That would be so good. When I ask you to think of, like, a hotel slogan, what do you think of? I can't think of one. There's, like, Best Western. Wasn't it, like, Geniuses Stay Here? I can't remember. Or Holiday Inn Select, Geniuses Stay Here? I can't remember. Range plus luck. Could be worse. Wow, our luck is actually at 3 already thanks to that shop as well, which is really good. But there you go. The more the merrier. Trust me, it'll work for you. Library, library, library. So we have a bookworm already. It would have been good to buy the battery charge in hindsight. But we'll use this as an opportunity to give us a sick-ass item room in the future. This run is really strong. I mean, the other thing is, because we're going to the Mega Satan floor, really doesn't matter what we get as far as, like, you know, we don't need a shovel, unlike yesterday. We don't need an AWAS rune, etc., etc. That's our shop. What we do need is to, I mean, don't want to lampshade it here right now, but to not be so bad at taking damage, especially, like, late in the game. My focus, I think, tends to dip a little bit, and it can lead to some problems, but I would totally take IV back. It's a tough call because the D6 is so good. But IV bag plus Rage, or Bloody Lust, is a huge get for us. Like, the amount of damage that can give us floor over floor is pretty ridiculous. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. I would also just love to get a blood bag, but I would also just love to get enough money to buy something from our shop. We'll see. I would also love to not slip into my Jerry Seinfeld impression. That's really bad. George! Okay. Monstro's dead. Toothpicks. Well worth taking. Of course. Yeah, we'll take the Mark, which is really good. We reroll. I would think we will take Sack Dagger as well. So the run's looking pretty solid so far. A little low on red hearts, but, you know, that's the cost of doing business or something. I don't know. Why not? Anything to make me feel slightly better about it. Sack Dagger does mean that I'll probably walk into enemies more than I should. That's okay. We enter kind of an interesting, I don't want to say conundrum. Dude, where the fuck is the secret room? Because it can't be here. And it can't be here. So it must be here? Weird location. Or it could also be here, which is also a weird location. Secret rooms, I feel like the algorithm is changed for secret room generation. We should go try to buy a battery charge, I think. And it's actually very cheap. Oh, dude, if we only... I would get Tarot Cloth over a battery charge in a heartbeat. I don't think it's worth giving it the chance, but that's okay. Okay, we'll try this. Actually, we should try this as well. Chaos card. It's really good for killing Hush. It's worth taking. Now, do you reroll the books? Or do you reroll Box of Spiders? Even though this isn't going to give us items, it might give us some Spirit Hearts, and it takes more books out of the equation. So I want to do this, and I want to do this in order to possibly get a triple or quadruple or single, double, or pentuple item room in the future, if that makes any sense at all. That does mean we miss out on having an item room. We got a Spirit Heart, or a Demon Heart out of it, though, and I know it's a calculated risk, but it's not really, I don't think it's that big of a problem. So Undefined is a bit of an interesting gamble here, because it can give you an error room. But we don't need an error room to advance through floors that would otherwise be inaccessible. So I think we're just going to stay away from it, but I'll re-roll it hopefully into something better. This Chaos card is huge for time, honestly, like, and for HP, to be completely honest with you. If we go down to the Hush fight, we can actually have a shitty run and still kill Hush. And then we'll go to Shoal or whatever direction they want us to go in. But, I mean, obviously, you know the drill. If you've been watching 30 or, you know, close to 30 dailies in Afterbirth Plus, that was really bad damage. You know the drill. You know, we've got a pretty standardized process at this point. We really need to get to Boss Rush. And piercing shots are lovely. We really need to get to Boss Rush. Once that's done, we really need to get to Hush. And once that's done, we can relax a little bit. For now, though, this run is excellent. Just be a little cautious about Sack Dagger. It's a beautiful item, but it can have a siren song as well. We have rerolls. We should go back. We should go back. I'm gonna check this as well, because the chance of the Guppy Dream is fairly high here. A bomb for 3 spiders is not even that bad. We are slightly tinted right now as a result of our, I feel like you sort of have to. As a result of Bloody Lust is what I was gonna say, but, I mean, the D6 is lovely, but blank card Chaos, like, how could you not? Chaos does not kill Delirium, by the way. That's the big shitty. Normally you'd say, like, the big shitty thing, but I like the idea of it being so shitty that it becomes, like, its own proper noun. The, capital B, big, capital S, shitty. It's Caves 1, so we cannot fight Greed in there. There could be a 7-cent item, but we don't have 7 cents right now. So, I saw it, I had it tracked the whole way, but no big deal. We definitely want to keep the left hand for now. Or, not definitely, but probably want to keep the left hand for now. So blank card Chaos is actually worse than having the D6, except... Wow, it only killed the first phase. It didn't even kill the first phase. It just made him angry. I don't know what I've done to deserve that. Okay, what do we got in here? I mean, Void, blank card, Chaos card also seems really good. Sure. So I don't know how we're gonna shoot this. However, there's no denying that to get the benefit of Void, we're really only going to be costing ourselves like a couple of Chaos card plays, maybe over the course of... Wow! You dicks! Over the course of the entire run, so... And I don't really feel like this was a major cost to ourselves here. At the same time, using the Chaos card means that I will not be able to use Void immediately afterwards to suck up an item. So it's a little... It's counterintuitive with the actual use of the Void item. Alright, stop with the damage. That's lovely. Survivability doesn't seem that bad right now, as long as we don't go absolutely apeshit. But... damage penalty, a little worse than I'd like right now. I think this just plays into my own paranoid delusions that things revolve around me, but really feel like the... when I wasn't talking about getting into the top 100, it was really easy. Stop. Every run, I felt like I was taking a lot of damage that was unnecessary, and then, you know, still ranking surprisingly well. And once I started talking about it, it's like the competition is heated up a little bit. But maybe there's so many things that could explain that. There's a psychology element of like, once the pressure's on, maybe we're playing a little worse. Okay, I don't like that. There's, the possibility that I'm actually correct, I suppose. And then there's just simple variance. Maybe I've just been playing worse on better dailies. For whatever reason. We do want to suck this up. Gave us a range and shot speed increase, aka everybody's two favorite stat upgrades in the game. We will take that. We are looking for a library, of course. Of course, we could still get the item room value out of a library, but we could also just suck up the books and get the value out of them. I mean, we both, basically, is what we can do. As long as we pick them up first. Or maybe even if we don't pick them up first. I don't know. What do I know? Very bad bomb placement that happened to work out for us there. And I'm really thankful we're getting as many Spirit Hearts as we are here. That's what we're looking for. More Guppy chances. To be honest with you, it doesn't really matter to me if we suck up Void. Or sorry, if we suck up Guppy's Head. Is it better to suck it up? I mean, yeah. It would be... the smart play, but once every 6 rooms getting 3 flies is basically worth nothing in my opinion. So we're not going to worry too much about it. Came back just to get a charge that we can use on the boss room if necessary, but we could also use the Chaos card. No, we can't use the Chaos card on the boss. Disregard. Okay. Can't get that. And can play the Blood Bank a little bit more, so we should, because IV Bag's not worth sucking, but Blood Bag is worth picking up and, you know, get a little bit of extra damage on this floor regardless. Keep it moving here. We still have a chance for redemption here. We haven't squandered our run in its entirety just by taking a little bit of bad damage. Life goes on. This guy should be dusted. No deal. Pageant Boy. So I think... it's tough, but I think you take Pageant Boy. Good plays. Got a luck upgrade out of it, so we got a lot of money and luck. I'm not even going to suck that item yet. Because again, once every 6 rooms getting 3 flies is not worth that much. We might be able to get better value in here. Where we get the placebo, which should be irrelevant. We have blank card. I think we'll try this. I mean, blank card Emperor is not what we want right now. So, all right. You got me. The correct play, I think, now is to suck up this. And that's fine. So the thing to note with Chaos is that it goes in the direction of us, our last movement, I think. So I should be aware of that as we get ready to use it. Like, I'm sure we're going to use it on, like, the mom fight, probably. We're not going to void up the Polaroid. Or the whatever one they give us, basically. They might give us... No, they probably won't give us both. Usually they only give you one. But we're not going to void that up, because that would be suicidal when it comes to actually getting a lot of points here. Anything that gives us the ability... Like, even a sharp plug would be a really good pickup for us, so that we could use Chaos on a boss, particularly like the Hush, for example, and then still... we shouldn't have taken that yet. bit of a rusty play. Then still, you know, create a charge for ourselves if necessary to use on the deal with the devil or on the boss item. But, you know, it's not necessarily a big concern yet. One makes you larger and tears down. Honestly, like, you'll find me complaining about tears down pills on the regular. Probably have gone on record as saying I think it's the worst pill in the game. Obviously, like, a bad trip pill that literally kills you is worse, but tears down I think has a more insidious effect on the run. But in this situation, it's actually completely irrelevant. So I would be completely fine with getting rid of left hand for AAA battery if we become Guppy on this floor. That definitely gets sucked up. So let's try this. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we got more speed, or more shot speed and more range. Hilarious. The actual ideal play, though, get Trinket Smelter from the shop, and then use Trinket Smelter with Void, get it imprinted on the Void effect. Probably not going to happen here. We do have a battery charge, though, which we'll save this time, although it's probably, like, the boss fight's going to be right over here anyway. So we're still waiting for that next library. The promise of that library is very important to me. Good deal with the devil chance. Good chance we actually get Krampus, though, so be aware of that. I mean, it's suboptimal, but it also saves us a little bit of time, and this sort of time could be important for us when it comes to actually getting to the boss rush, and perhaps even indirectly the Hush fight. So this guy does not get chaosed. Sack Dagger and our own tears are going to do a decent amount of damage on him regardless. Instead, we're going to see what kind of deal with the devil prospects we got after this is over. But he should be done and dusted. Played okay on the floor so far, and we're decently ahead of schedule. Torn Photo is a snap keep, no doubt, especially with the Tears downgrade we had recently. You definitely take all of this. This is great. Certainly, like, an Incubus is a huge bonus for us, and then to combine that with Dark Bum. Dark Bum is, like, really good in almost all situations. It's especially good in this situation because we know we're going to do boss rush. So he's really like the ultimate boss rush bro. A lot of those enemies are going to drop red hearts for us for reasons I don't fully understand. But I'm glad that they do. So boss rush is a 0% concern right now. We're going to make it. Keep in mind, I would love to bring Void into boss rush just in case there's 4 items in there and they all suck, which is weirdly like maybe the best situation for us. But if we absolutely 100% feel like we have to kill Mom fast enough to get into boss rush, then we can use Chaos on her. Now, don't let my HP fool you. I've taken some damage I'm pretty displeased with. Oh, that's pretty good. I've taken some damage I'm pretty displeased with. I don't think, you know, if I was to rate my own play on this run right now, we're at like a 6. And I'm, unlike a lot of people, I'm okay with a 6. You know, not every run can be an 8. Not every run can be a 10, certainly. As long as you're like a 6 by my own standards, I'm somewhat okay with. Of course, I'd love to be playing better, but, you know, that's for the post-mortem afterwards. Hopefully post-mortem doesn't end up being oddly ironic in this, because that would mean that we died. Hopefully it doesn't end up being doubly ironic because I actually, like, you know, have a blood clot in my leg from sitting down all day or something like that that I'm unaware of. Amnesia is pretty horrible for us and does call into question a little bit our ability to make boss rush happen, but I still got high hopes here. Obviously, we're going for the Guppy Dream. I do not want to suck up Plan C. Get out of here, Plan C. So I cannot use the spacebar. Or, well, I mean, I can, but I will lose my whole life, which is a bad idea. Even with 9 lives, like, it's still a bad idea. Trying to get in here for some sack dagger damage. We're not doing quite as much damage as quickly as I would like. So I don't think there's anything we can do about that unless we get an AWAS rune or Perthrow rune. That's what I mean. All right, so keep it moving here. We should be able to clear these rooms out pretty quickly. Obviously, like early Guppy Dream would be nice as well. Sure, Team of Temesis, see if I care. Luck Up is also great. Now, carry these Spirit Hearts as far as you can. It's very tempting to get that red chest. If it wasn't a daily, 100% I take that red chest. Because... oh, we're Guppy. Huge. I will now take that red chest. Well, you know what? I don't want the quarter. Suck it up, dude. Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, we now do not have a key to access the item room. Maybe this is our secret room, apparently. Oh, there's a key, there's a key, there's a key. So we gotta move, but we're doing really well. The run's in a great spot. Sure, get us closer to Beelzebub, and it's actually like a decent fly. Alright, we still have plenty of time, because if I pop the void, we get chaos. But fair to say that I'm in like we gotta fucking move territory right now. Like there's no dilly-daddling. Dilly-daddling? If we find an arcade, we basically cannot afford to sit on it and play it, in my opinion. We probably don't need the Chaos Mom because we have Sack Dagger, actually, but... I'm still... okay, if that's our boss fight, then we're actually completely okay. So just... and we do have Chaos ready. It's fine. Okay, I think we just go through to the boss fight. We made a lot of good time right there. If this is Krampus, it's Krampus. It doesn't really matter. So, I will play you. I didn't pick up the Polaroid, so I'm just gonna leave. It is actually, it's very tempting to go play that dude back there. I don't think I want chocolate milk as good as it is. So I'm gonna suck these up. We got just shot speed out of it, which is horrendous. Alright, give me some red hearts and let Dark Bum take me away here. Give me the red hearts as in free my soul. I wanna get lost. Anyway, you get the idea. We are gonna use Chaos like as often as it's available down here. I think it would be relatively silly not to. Dark Bum's doing good shit for us. Obviously, we're generating a surplus of flies. I think I did get an Eternal Heart there. I didn't suck up Guppy's paw, though, which I think is the right idea to not suck it up, because it allows us to be more flexible. We can actually keep a red heart if we'd like to. Would we like to? I can't imagine why right now, but, you know, maybe that situation will present itself in the future. So we should make sure that we have the Void available for when we finish this boss rush. Wow, I missed. Just in case we want to actually suck up the item we get for finishing this. We've used it like 4 times, which means that I think we're coming pretty close to the end of boss rush, to be honest with you. And, I mean, it's a fast-ass boss rush. There's no doubt about that. You got a pin or some other sort of jerk coming over here. So I'm not going to use it anymore. I do think that, I mean... if anybody else didn't take the Chaos card, or let me rephrase. For everybody that didn't take the Chaos card, we get like at least a minute and a half, 2 minutes on them just for the Hush fight. Even if they play extremely well, even if they're faster getting into boss rush than we were. I mean, yeah, we'll just suck that up and get a luck and shot speed increase. Wow. I mean, I don't really want to stop rocks. Sometimes that's actually a pretty big negative. So, yeah, I mean, I am going to come back here and I want to maintain... oh, I was going to say permanent Polaroid invincibility, but that's not how that's going to work, unfortunately. Plenty of time to make the Hush fight, so not sweating this. Come on, dude, this is a little silly here. Wow, that was dicey. I forgot what I was going to say. Well, we get a minute and a half on, like, each of those people, which is really good for us from a point standpoint. And from, I mean, time standpoint, but time is points as well. This is... somewhat great, I'd say. Like the Contract from Below pickup doubles all our consumables. It's gonna probably pay for, like, pay dividends, I guess I should say, on the damage penalty that we took to play that Demon Judgment. But I don't regret that decision in the least. Alright, So what's our play now? Obviously, you know, we have some things that are extremely important. It's extremely important for us to get to the Hush fight. Once that's done, if we can just take as little damage as possible, I'll consider this a pretty big success. So I'm going to get rid of the left hand at this point. I'd rather have other chests, because we don't need guppy items. I can't drop the left hand. I'm holding left control. It will not drop. So I swear to you, I'm holding it. It's stuck. It won't drop the pill either. So I guess we just need to go. Like, I have no idea what's happening there. Maybe that key on my keyboard is messing up, but so we're just gonna go until we get another trinket. It's a bit of a bummer, because we might be stuck taking the left hand down to the chest. I'm not, you know, quick to assume that this is the game's fault. It could just as easily be, you know, a technical problem, or maybe I'm actually, you know, having a pulmonary embolism or something right now. Although I don't think so. I recognize, by the way, the first human reaction to hearing that is, here, let me press the button instead. You're obviously pressing the button wrong. Given, you know, that I've done enough of these videos, you've seen me drop trinkets and cards and stuff before in the past, I hope that you have enough faith in me, you know, as an adult who handles his own life as well, that I can actually press the control key down with enough force and for long enough to trigger the, you know, the dropping of the items. But I mean, I understand your skepticism, although I think you're being kind of a dick about it. Straw man that I just made up in my head right now. What's in your head? In your head, straw man, straw man. Hey, get out of here. I mean, battery charges mean we could use Void, but I don't really want to until I see what, you know, we got for, like, items down here. Yeah, we're not gonna void that, so it's an easy decision. I actually just can't be fucked to care about like one extra room of exploration bonus as long as time is still semi of the essence. So, you know, we do want to make sure we're making that Hush fight, so I ain't gonna throw anything into it that could throw it into question. This floor, stack up as much money as possible. You know, the HP is easy to come by. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to pick up some trinkets, because, you know, the whole, I can't, maybe this floor, maybe on this floor I can drop it? Nope. Alright. I don't know if, maybe one of the items that I picked up makes it impossible to drop trinkets. Maybe the newest patch broke the key binding for dropping trinkets. Maybe my keyboard is suffering a little bit. I really do not know. But every other key seems to work. Noggin seems relatively screwed on today, so I'm of sound mind, is what I'm trying to say, in the most insane way possible. It's confusing. But, I mean, if we have to get red chests on the chest, could be worse. Life goes on. What are we looking at for points here? Well, I do think we took more damage than we should have, but I don't think there's necessarily any reason we should have to take damage for the remainder of this run. And I don't say that to just be, like, cocky. I just... Like, I just don't see why, with the Chaos card, we should expect to have a chance to take damage. You know what I mean? We're gonna go get another charge, because I probably shouldn't have used my charge against Mom's Heart. But there should be enough rooms left over to have a chance, at least. Maybe not. But there should be a battery charge in the shop anyway. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. If we have to fight Hush, basically I'm an idiot and squandered a little bit of our advantage, but life goes on. We certainly don't really care about getting Mr. Boom into our Void item. 50,000 is like, I don't want to say it's the holy grail, but 50,000 is a really, really good score. That's like the threshold for, you know, are we in the conversation on today's daily? And I don't think there's necessarily a reason we shouldn't be able to get there. You know, we still got another Let me think about this for a second. I'm trying to find the secret room as well. We've still got another X thousand points. I think it's like Hush is like another 5,500. Plus we got the floors that we're just going to here and the rooms associated with them. Plus the consumables, which are actually doubled as a result of Contract from Below. And Mega Satan gives you like another 9,000 or 6,000. I can't remember. Somewhere in there. So, I mean, just Mega Satan plus Hush is worth enough to get us almost to 40,000. Then we got to get 10,000 points from the other avenues there. I think there's a chance. Again, I mean, I would have preferred to have not gotten exclusively red chests here, but can't seem to drop this trinket for whatever reason. This is, I don't even know, man. Ace of Clubs. Tell you what, okay, first off, Ace of Clubs. Do something out here. Turn these Spirit Hearts into club. Plan C again? I don't need bombs. Those Spirit Hearts probably won't be valuable, but maybe they will be. I don't really want the Omega Penny. Although, to suck up the Omega Penny would be sick. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly? Why not? Buy it, and then suck it up and maybe get everything else in the shop for... Oh, but we don't want to do that yet because of the battery charge. The battery charge will get used. So I think out of these, sure, Bomber Boy's got some interesting stuff going on, but I'm going to take Forever Alone. And then we look in our other room, and is anything here even worth it? I mean, Headless Baby, maybe. But what we're going to do instead is kill the first phase here, and then use our Omega Penny, and see if maybe... well, use Void with Omega Penny, I should say, and see if maybe there's a chance of greatness there. Everything will get sucked up anyway when we use it, but I don't know. There's some order of operations implicit there that is valuable. Yep. I mean, how many of you saw it coming? I used Ace of Clubs instead of the Chaos card. I even walked into the room and I was like, Ace of Clubs, weird. Good news is I turned absolutely nothing into a bomb. So, I mean, I am actually, in the moment, I am live narrating my sinking sense of self-esteem. It's a unique feeling, I have to be honest with you. The good news is we're still, like, extremely strong when it comes to killing this... When it comes to killing Hush. The bad news is, like, there's actually nothing I can offer into my own defense, except for, like, oh, you know, doing things the hard way. Sometimes, you know, it gives you practice for the future. And, I mean, that's true, but at the same time, yo, this is, like, this is the game. This is why you practice. Make things hard in practice so they're easier in the game, you know? We're still gonna get through this real quick, but that is gonna cost us, is gonna cost us a little bit. And mostly, like, for no reason. But we are doing it here. It's gonna take us longer than it should have. Are we going to do the Void Floor? Absolutely not. The Void Floor is not worth doing if you... Ooh, I don't know about this one. The Void Floor is not worth doing if you're going to Mega Save. The other thing is, I want to avoid complete oblivion, you know, complete despondency with our chain of events here. Because the Chaos card is still worth having because we'll use it to kill the first phase of Mega Satan. Why the first phase? Well, I'd rather not deal with the waves if possible. And I think if you just nuke the first phase, it saves you a lot of time. So, this is not a blessing in disguise. This is a mistake. However... as long as we don't take damage, all we lose is time. And if we take damage, you know, all we're losing is like 100 points per hit or something like that. So, it's not... it is enough to affect leaderboard position, but it's not enough to be like, this daily is a waste. Yet, at least. Now, if I died as a result, that would be hell. And I would be a moron. Even more so than I am already aware that I am. Sometimes people... take that as they think that I have low self-esteem. I actually have what I would consider to be a healthy ego. Some of my colleagues might say unhealthy ego. I don't know. They've never said it to my face, but I guess it is a possibility. That could be a feeling they hold dear to themselves. Really, when I say I'm a moron, what I'm saying is that we are all morons. I'm just such a genius I can recognize my moronicness when it manifests. So we didn't get hit. So basically, life is fine, but I still feel like an idiot, which is, I think, extremely fair. So we grab this, and then we suck it up. And it did double everything. So what do you get out of doubling everything? We get another ace of clubs. Sure, why not? There's options for free, which might just be minus points. And then I don't even know, like, what we're going to do with that, but that's fine. I guess we'll take Headless Baby. And then we'll head... Wait, where's Chaos? I turned Chaos into a bomb. I turned Chaos into a bomb with Ace of Clubs. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go take a long, hard look at myself in the mirror. You ever have one of those those moments? One of those I am a moron moments? Because I sort of feel like that right now. There's also the expression, you know, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I got fooled once. And then I said, never again. As long as I have it for Mega Satan, life's good. And then I got fooled again of my own volition. So even though Omega Penny didn't pay out there, we did get the stat bonus as if it had paid out there. So there's a positive for us, okay? That's a very good thing. And again, my goal for the rest of the run, of course using Chaos properly was up there, but my goal for the rest of the run was, I'm not going to suck that up, by the way, was largely just to, no, not going to do it. It's a daily. Dailies are immune from the Zane. You don't have to. You could, but we don't have to. The goal was just to beat the rest of the run without taking damage, which we've actually achieved so far. Now, you go to a curse room? Maybe, maybe not, right? But the Chaos card would help us achieve this goal of never taking damage. However, because I'm a moron and I got rid of the Chaos card like an idiot twice, obviously this has created a situation which things are maybe a little bit more questionable. I'm also, like, I'm still begging for a trinket that can release me from the fact that we have the left hand attached to us. Maybe today is, like, International Left Hand Day or something like that? And maybe that's why you can't drop the trinket? I don't know. Does that make any sense at all? Basically not, but whatever. 2 HP is 3 HP is whatever, right? Like, I don't think this matters. Look for another trinket, please. I'm begging you. And what can we void? We could void something in the curse room. But again, now I'm attached to this idea. Like, you know, it's like I'm a middle-aged man who's lost his job, and I'm like, I'm making this fucking birdhouse, okay? This birdhouse is getting made. And they're like, oh, come on, Dad, like, come inside for dinner. And you're like, no, you don't understand. I'm pouring my sense of purpose into this right now. It's the only thing that, you know, I feel can fill the void of purposelessness that I feel as a result of being laid off. So I'm committing to not taking damage on this fucking run, okay? It's the way she's gonna be. Things will never be the same. So yeah, so fuck the curse room. Fuck everything. Because the naysaying is gonna be off the charts here. And I'll admit, you know, this is like, I got up to play in the NBA Finals and my shoes were tied up wrong. This run's looking questionable. However, I want to rank as highly as possibly, not just because of course we do, but because it'll give me more fodder against the naysayers. Now it's like, it's a self-preservation thing. Also, maybe the more floors we get, or the more rooms we do here, the more likely we are to get another Chaos card back. Just throwing that out there as a possibility. We didn't take placebo, but that doesn't mean the pills are worthless. Ooh, we still got him. Alright, that's how you know your run is pretty well off. What are you? The Hanged Man. That is, actually completely worthless. Luck up. I love it. Hematemesis, don't care. One makes you larger. Fuck it, dude. Why not? Well, again, whenever I say why not, there's usually a good reason to, like, not do it. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because at least it's the slightest bit of silliness. And silliness might be one of the few inbuilt advantages I have right here. So I suggested that 50,000 might be within reach. I'm going to go ahead and say that that was probably a little optimistic. I think we're going to be in the mid to high 40s here. Mid to high 40s is also a great name for a marijuana dispensary appealing to Gen Xers, who are also big fans of meteorology in cold places that use the imperial system. Okay, it's a bigger market than you might think, alright? Just want to point out, your boy NL still has not been hit in quite some time. Is there reason to roast me on this run? Oh, absolutely. I should be, you know, butterflied and high roasted like a whole chicken on America's Test Kitchen. However, we fulfilled part of our end of the bargain. Whoa, you almost got me, you dirty dogs. Oh, these range upgrades are huge, he said, hoping nobody noticed the deep sadness in his voice. Okay. So, what do we even have sucked up right now? I think we could make like 3 more flies. Get him, get him, get him. Okay. Now, to be honest with you, if we get hit on Mega Satan, that's life. Of course, I would prefer not to, but I think we've mostly held up our end of the bargain. It's still a really quick run, although it definitely could have been quicker if we just say I didn't have to fight half of the Hush and half of Mega Satan. It's not even half of the Hush. We fought like... If we had used Chaos, we would have only fought like 20% of the Hush. So that was... The bombs got me. And they almost got me again, god damn it. But you know what? That's just me taking the opportunity to make Bloody Lust actually work. We're gonna win, and we're gonna be maybe 47,000. And I'm gonna consider that not that bad. If I'd taken a little bit less damage in the early game, and if I'd saved myself maybe like 5 minutes here by actually taking the Chaos card instead of turning it into a single bomb, then I could see being a little bit more pleased with the way this run went, but in the end, it was actually fine. Hopefully I can drop trinkets when I play the game, you know, casually in the future, but here we are. We got 46,000. We're 381 right now. I think that's actually okay. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Tomorrow is going to finish the dedication achievement, at which point we can decide to nix dailies or continue to do them. Leave your feedback. Tweet me. Leave comments. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.